So today I'm going to be walking you through a lighting setup I used on a recent photo shoot. And this was a 3 light setup, and this will actually be part 1 of 4 parts I'm doing. So this is the first lighting setup I use, and here's the lighting setup. So we have our ring light as our key light. So this is basically providing most of the lighting for the image. And then we have our 8-inch reflector with a grid. So this is providing a nice hair light. And then finally we have our octobank, which is just adding just a touch of light onto the background. So now I'm just going to walk you through how I used each light and how it affects the image. So our first one, the ring light. So this is our main light source. So if I go to my image, you can see the ring light provides a gorgeous catchlight in the eye. And you can see it kind of falls just on the outside of the pupil. The best way to use a ring light is to have your subject about 2 or 3 feet away from your light. And the reason for this is the catch lights. So this catch light, if you have your model too close to the ring light, your catch light will fall in this area of the eye. So we don't want that. So the idea is to get it to fall just on the outside right here of the pupil. And then if you had your subject too far away, your catch light would fall somewhere in here. So you want to find that perfect distance. And to do that, you just simply have your model move closer or further away, and you just watch, to see where that catch light moves. And once you have your model in the correct position, you can tell her, stay right there. And then for the shoot, actually, I had to constantly just to position them, a few inches forward, a few inches backwards, depending on how they moved. Our next light was the 8-inch reflector with a grid. So had I used an 8-inch reflector without the grid, the light would have kind of just spread just all over the place. But when you use a grid, you focus the light in one specific area. This is important because you can see right here, this is our hair light that we're using. And had I used this without a grid, this light probably would have, fallen somewhere over here. Because when you don't have the grid, there's a much wider spread to the light. So you can also fix this by kind of adjusting your light. And to fix this, you can actually position your light kind of more in this direction. That way, the edge of the light falls off here. But then again, you might also add light on your background. So in this case, I just like using a grid just so I can easily just focus my light exactly where I want it to go. So let's see. And then our final light was the octobank. And this is just kind of just throwing just light on the background. And I had this angled about like 30 to 45 degrees towards my background, about 2 feet away from my subject, and then this was about maybe 4 feet from my background. And you can see this from the photo. You can see kind of it's nice and gray here, and then on this way it kind of tends to fall off and it gets a little bit darker. So this was the effect I wanted to go for. So if you wanted to kind of keep this exposure constant, then you would just add the same light in the same spot, just on the other side. This is part 1 of part 4. Hopefully I'll have the other parts out soon. If you guys want to learn more about these lighting setups, you can subscribe because we'll be doing a lot more of this stuff. You can also go to our website at lightshapersmag.com, and you can head over to our lighting archives, and we'll be throwing in a bunch of lighting setups